channel. I am Hillfire Gaming. So I watched a tutorial video on how to get the good ending for this game. So we're gonna go through that, and then after that, I ended up unlocking the other side stories. Those three of them, and they both have two parts. So we're gonna go through those, and then after that, I think that's gonna be it for Doki Doki. And then I'll play this again probably in October. But shout out to Red Ultra Live on YouTube. Uh, he actually, I actually watched his tutorial on how to do it, and it is a lot. So if you guys want to go check out his video on it, feel free to do that. But we're gonna go through this because this is different. So let's go through it. I want to thank you for spending so much time with us. Also, I'm gonna read this because this is different from the other ending. So I'm gonna read through this. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comfort us through our hard times, and you helped us all get along with each other. Did you get it, Chris? Because I'm present and now I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the Literature Club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know. After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm going to miss you. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. Okay. So I think I'm gonna let the song play, even though it's gonna get my stream striked again. But I'm gonna let it play anyway, just because
Can you hear me?
the images should be different. Because last time the images disappeared, I got the good ending now, so the images should be.
So you know how
The images should be.
practicing piano and stuff?
The images shouldn't disappear,
Not
and I got all the
really any
images,
good
so they all should show up here.
at all.
So this will be a little
But
different.
I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really,
And then we'll go through the side stories.
really hard on it. So yeah.
It took me a while to do this, chat. I worked on this on Tuesday. It took me till 8:30 to get everything set up for this. It took me a while. But this is the good ending.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark
I didn't expect this game, chat, to be as good as it was. Like, it does, it's so clever. The way it makes you think that's like a cute dating sim, well, not dating sim, cute dating anime game. And then, like, it gets more creepy the more you play it.
That special day.
It's like, dude, it's so clever. Shout out to Dan Savada. I can't say his last name right, but shout out to Dan for making this game. It's wonderful. And the images are disappearing. The previous ending I got, all the images disappeared. I got the good ending this time, so all the images are here. They're not disappearing this time. And next week, chat, we're gonna start Firewatch. We're gonna start Firewatch next week. We'll start it Monday. We're not doing Firewatch this week. Saturday, I'm gonna do Roblox. So tomorrow, I'm not gonna be live. I'm taking tomorrow off. Saturday, I'll be live at 4, 5, or 6 p.m. on Saturday. Playing Roblox, Bending the Ink Souls, because tomorrow they're doing a revamp of the whole game, so they're probably gonna change all the chapters and everything. So I'm gonna be playing through that.
If I take your is it love, if I set you free.
Next week we're gonna go back to my school schedule, which means I'm only gonna be live 3 days a week instead of 4. Actually, next Friday I might not be live either, but I'll let you guys know. Thank you guys for the support on this series. I really appreciate it. Like they've been doing so well.
The sound of your heartbeat. What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
W game, chat. W game. We're not done. We're not done yet, chat. We're playing through the side stories. We're not done. We're not done yet. And here it is. Dan says hi. I'm actually gonna read this because this is the letter. So we did get the good ending. So that took me a while actually to get. So I'm gonna read through this. To the special player who received a special ending, for years I've been enormoused by the ability of original novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are... Okay, so this is him. Okay. So this is him basically talking about his passion and why he wanted to make this game. That's basically what this is. But yeah, shout out to Dan for making this. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I gotta reset. I forgot. Let's go to here. No, oh wait, hold on. How do I do this? I gotta go file. Yeah, I know what I gotta do. I gotta go files, reset. Okay. I'm not playing through the entire game again, chat. I'm just gonna reset it so it resets everything. I'm not gonna play through it again. We're gonna start the side stories. This is gonna have nothing to do with the side stories. It's just gonna reset the game or the main story. I don't think it has anything to do with the side stories. At least I don't think it does. Yeah, W game. Okay, so we're gonna skip through this. Alright, so if you guys didn't see the 3 I did last time, the 3 I did last time is I did trust, understanding, and respect. And the reason I only did those 3 is because those are the only 3 that I had unlocked. I played through the story Tuesday and unlocked the last 3. There's a total of 6 side stories. So now we're going to go through Balance Part 1 and Part 2, Reflection Part 1 and Part 2, and we'll go through Self-Love Part 1 and Part 2. And we're going to be going through this. And then after this, this will be the last stream of Doki Doki, and this will be in the playlist. I made playlists for Doki Doki. I made playlists for Private Playtime because I'm playing Chapter 4 when that comes out on PlayStation, and that's probably going to take a couple streams to complete. So that will be in that playlist as well. I did a playlist for The Wolf Among Us, and I did a playlist for Minecraft Story Mode. So if you guys want to go... if you guys want to revisit those streams, they're in those playlists. You guys can go check those out on the channel. As well as, Doki Doki is also in there too. But let's go through Balance Part 1. And let's go through this. And if you guys didn't see where we last left off, you guys can go watch the previous stream that came out yesterday. Nasuki. What? Hi. I think I'm gonna turn this down. It's a little loud. But yeah, thank you guys for the support on this series. Yeah, we'll start Firewatch next week. And if I don't like it, then I won't continue it. That's pretty much how I do games on this channel. If I like the game, I'll continue it. If I don't like it, I won't continue it. Unless you guys, want me to continue it, I'll continue it. Like Doki Doki, I wasn't 100%. Like I honestly didn't think this game was gonna go into the direction that it did, but I'm really glad that I played it because it's probably one of the best games that I played in a while in terms of last game that was probably this good was probably Resident Evil 7, which I played last year in May. So, yeah, this game's really good, so, yeah. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, those like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all of those things. Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? You wouldn't like that one. Okay, well, if you really had no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless you're already really into manga. Chat, what is manga? I'm about to look that up. Chat. I don't know what manga is, so I'm gonna look this up real quick. Style of Japanese comic books and graphic novels. Okay, that's all it is. Okay. Alright. I couldn't handle it. I did it with Joy's books at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into 4 books. Now, I have the attention span of a donut, but I love my friends and I can do anything for them. Well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read. I didn't say I was a donut, I just said I had the attention span of one. Were you trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. How did you get to that conclusion? And don't call me that. Oh, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to hurt you. Sorry, it wasn't you. I was talking about someone else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy. There's a romance too, obviously. So it's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out, like, well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It'll be so funny if I'm right. Never mind, let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Okay? I'll start then. And maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we can do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just, well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. Okay. I like the side stories, chat. Even though it's not the main story, I think it's really interesting because it goes through how the how the club started, how the characters met. It goes more into the story of the characters, and I really like that. So you got Nasuke to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her, or if I just can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing, I'm a woman of respect, but Nasuke... Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Nasuke actually doesn't like me very much. Cat reveal chat behind us. That's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean... Actually, I'm getting distracted. Just little signs like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. If I start Firewatch Chat next week, though, it might take me a couple weeks to complete. Because like I said, I'm not going to be able to finish it probably in like 1 week. Because like I said, I can only go live next week for like 3 days. I can go live. Actually, I don't know if I'm able to go live next week, Friday, but I'll let you guys know. But Saturday I'll be able to go live, and Monday I'll be able to do it. But I don't know about Friday, but I'll let you guys know. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that. It's okay, try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her. You got this. Yeah, how did Monica go from this to being like overly obsessive, you know, with the person we play? Like I don't see that resemblance. Like I don't see it. Hello there. Hi. Can I read it with you? Can't just start in the middle, there were spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyways, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming, I need a break. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. I saw all the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. Want to read the poem I'm walking on? Sure, I guess. Don't you feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other. They find ways of expressing their feelings. Well, doesn't that depend more on the kind of friends you have? To each their own, but I've never met anyone I feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so. You write poems? You never told me that, I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but... You should. I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet. Over the next few days. Oh, so this skips to like a couple days. Okay. I need to take a drink of water, chat. Hold on. Yeah, we'll probably be live for like 2 hours again, like we were yesterday. It's not soupy. Clearly you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah. Sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. What's on your mind? Nothing. Oh. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind your back, I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back. So I'm better than to do it to others. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with them all, but I just have no control over the pace. I can just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them, like share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you have? I know. I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could. I don't know. I could like devote her into another club activity for you or something. No way. That would be so underhanded. Sorry, I didn't think that one through. Besides, just because I complained about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True, I'm sorry. Because I just, and I can't even say that word. I want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to keep things natural. Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, you'll totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her, maybe. It just feels so dumb talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool. It's the literature club. It's not the cool club. Hey. Look, I know you're kind of in a tough spot, and that it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you really demonstrate to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think it's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, thanks. I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Okay. Wow, that's it? That was pretty short. Okay. Balance part 2. Alright, that was pretty short. I thought that was going to be like an hour, but that's not bad. Okay, next one, and then we're going to get into... what is the other one? I forgot what the other one's called now. Hey, that's Natsuki. I never run into the other club members around the school. She definitely saw me. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, but do you have plan on going inside? No. Why? I'm sulking. I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. I'll stay here then. I want to go inside because I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. So I had lunch today, so I waited and called out to her instead of saying hi. She ran away from me. Really? Hey. I'm sorry, that was a joke. I just sound like, it just sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety. Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh, well that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she was just trying to distance herself more instead of getting closer. Makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club, so I was being manga, but she doesn't actually want to be friends with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you proposed to her? No, she was walking with her friends. With her friends? How do I put this? So anyway, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them. Of course, I don't think they're anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time and it was being threatened with an interruption, then it just would not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone with me. No, I think it's similar. It's, well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an innovation to intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing friendship, it's important to consider the comfort life of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside the club. But this game is speaking facts, I'm not gonna lie. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. But that means I really was bothering her. I just really wanted to be good friends with her. I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her? I don't know, I'm sorry. My instinct was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. Natsuki and I are completely different, so how was I so selfish? Even if all that is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Anyway, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this? I'm sorry. I think that there's one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think we ought to realistically consider the situation and how it could cause someone to feel bad about this. I'm sorry. You're a lot better at this at things like comforting and reassuring people. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for bothering you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not important. I enjoy listening to others, and my friends deserve happiness. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants, even if she still wants to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. Makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. what she needs. I just have to let myself that. It hurts, but I guess that means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's better for my friends, I want that. That's very mature of you, Sayori. Does that mean you'll be going home after all? I need to be here to show her that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club on myself today. You can go in first, okay? You're blocking the door. Oh. You said that you and the series are completely different, but I really don't think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. So anyway, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Are we raiding today? Hey. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. Just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Didn't know where I was supposed to go. It's fine. Oh, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Nasuki. I have a lot of things to say. Me too. But you go first. Well, first of all, I'm sorry for the things I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to like. I mean, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable, especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So. Oh, is this a poem? It's a poem, but I thought, well, I sucked it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it, please. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm happy that you would do this for me. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we'd like to make friends. About like the friendship stuff, I mean, it's okay, I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. Don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable, I'll respect that from now on. Friendship should always start with those things, with the right balance. One thing about that, well, I I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced, like you said. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then. Well, anyway. But like I say, one it hot to do two once in a while are the best ones. You better like them because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Masuki. I was just saying. More importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend, huh? Oh, from the manga? Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. We have so much to talk about. I should have told you to save the last two chapters. I can see your reaction to the big reveal. You wanted to enjoy it with me. Oh, shush. Wow, these are actually not long. I thought these would not. I thought these would be longer. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, 36 minutes. Like 36 minutes in the stream. 37 minutes. And we got through balance 1 and balance 2. So, or balance part 1 and part 2. Now on reflection, part 1 and part 2, and we can do self-love part 1 and part 2. Okay. Am I bothering you? No. Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're always reading. It makes me scared to interrupt. While it's within my expectation to be interrupted when I read here, it's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like it. That makes sense. I guess you're here in the first place, and you're more ready to socialize, even if it takes a little bit of recruiting. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the work, so it can be healthy. Put myself in a social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or that there are too many people, or everyone is being too silly for me to keep up with. Maybe I should say something. No need, they just ran out of cookie, what a waste. They really become friends, haven't you? I'm happy. Sarah seems particularly good at making that happen, but the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Yeah, come to think of it, I haven't had the chance to talk one-on-one, have we? But that may be totally my fault, since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members. Not at all. Probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. The responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness to engage. Well, what about during times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends? I just read. Oh. But I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. Do you always read fantasy? Not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently, but because I'm in the middle of this series. Excuse me, there are 2 more books after this one. I guess these long books suit you well, since you spend so much time reading. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less intimate to genres. I'll read anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah, even like romance. Well, there are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Oh, come on, you know what I mean. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too. Maybe more when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely. People were mean to me a lot. So it kind of felt like, please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, I just got super curious. You know, we can totally pick out a romance novel to read. That would be so much fun. Really, even if it was just between us? Try asking someone who has no shame like Natsuki. So I swear I didn't mean that. Well, I guess it was my fault. This was my fault for pressuring you. I'm like that for things in my past too, you know, things I feel too embarrassed to re-experience. There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me quite a bit of how intense I used to be about my own interests. It makes me think that she'll likely grow out of it too. Hey, what were you talking about? We were talking about how our interests have changed over the years. When did you get into manga, Natsuki? Like a couple of years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I wasn't really going hard until then. Oh yeah, what was it that inspired you to get more into it? I don't know. I guess let me think. It was after I discovered a series that I really liked. Yeah, I was just like really fed up with a lot of things, and I got super into this one series that I really related to. I guess I had an edgy phase where I just hated everyone around me and wanted to be by myself. Hey, kind of like Yuri. Sorry. That's completely wrong, so. It's still cool that you both really found your thing. They're almost like opposites, but it sounds like they helped you a lot through hard times. You know it. Wow, what the heck, is that book even bigger than the last one you were reading? It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much. How high do you think it would be? How high do you think it would go if you stacked up the whole series? I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long, so I can see if I've read more than you. Not that I have the money for that. Lee, that would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page. I know, I was just joking. I could never actually read books like yours. So I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion, I just think it's too convoluted. Sorry, are those from the floor? Oh man. Also, wash your hands before touching any of my books. My hands are dirty. Just do it. The oils on there, the oils on there, you can't see them. Fine. Anyway, you look a little upset. What kind of nerve did she have to call my house morning? Well, she did correct herself. Oddly, she was more considerate. I don't mind if she thinks it's not for long. I really understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows well how much these mean to me. So how about just leaving me alone instead of neatly telling me the things you hate about it? I'm sorry, you may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like, especially in a literature club. So I should figure out how to meditate discussions and keep them positive and constructive. For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books, and also your ability to get through them so quickly. Okay, well, this is something that I've been thinking about to revisit, so I can help Natsuki find some common ground with you. Common ground isn't necessary, I just wish to be respected. Then either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monica, but I'm skeptical. I can't even speak, dude. Like this is bad. Okay, everyone, we have a special club meeting today. As you know, the literature club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. That also means that we should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. Even if a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other. Aren't you being a little dramatic about this? This is important to me. I'm sorry, I just feel like I'm being accused of something. Now, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry if we keep that that way. But our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language, and I thought it would be a good topic for the literature club. What do you think? I'm sure we're going to have different opinions a lot, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club. If you say so, sure. The cool thing about language is that it gives us a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when receiving our thoughts. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. The example, Sire, what's your favorite food? I have them organized by category. I start with snacks. So do you mean full meal? Should I include breakfast? Oh geez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy, cherries. Really? I always thought cherries tasted nasty. What? That's a pretty strong reaction. Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty. I'm not a big fan of cherries either, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate them, but I would rather have like strawberries, blueberries, watermelon, cantaloupe, like anything other than. I mean, I don't hate them, but I don't think they're great, but I don't hate them. How does it make you feel? I don't know, sad, defensive, maybe. Yeah, I got defensive. See, the reason you have such a strong reaction wasn't just because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. But that's weird, right? Sometimes, like, taste is completely subjective. But when I say something like, I think cherries taste nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm challenging Cyrus' reality that cherries are delicious on my own, which is that cherries are nasty. Wait, hold on. How's that objective when you just said it was only your own opinion? It has to do with the way your brains interpret the words. You're talking about the reality of the cherry, now your feelings about them. Like Sayori, let's rewind for a second and pretend I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. So what if I instead I said like I've tried cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy. Well, that's fine, as long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is a nasty word. Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. This time around, instead of talking about the cherries, I just talked about my feelings, and so I already didn't get defensive. So instead of clashing with each other, it's like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. Yo, you don't need to take notes. I'm not gonna quiz you or anything. I know that. I was just... Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you like. But does anyone have any thoughts so far? Yeah, I just feel like I shouldn't have to put all my language through a filter just to protect someone's feelings. Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across to other people. We're suggesting it as a tool to help turn your differences into a positive experience rather than an argument. I'd say, wait, whatever you say. Oh, come on. Sorry, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. I'm sorry, Celia. I'll make it up to you later. Buying your people's loyalty out, like you would turn down a free Sunday anyway. Just only a fan of those cupcakes I brought in the other week. I was reading and not keeping track of them. That's enough. We're getting off topic. So now that we have the gist of it, how about we try it with someone more relevant to the club, like Mon, right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences and opinions. Yuri, do you want to start? Well, I'd rather not, so I'll come. Well, because I don't know how anything productive can come from that. It's just going to start a fight. No, it'll be fine. That's why I'm here to monitor. Let's have a calm and rational discussion. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I was thinking it's more respectful to just speak your mind. The point of the exercise isn't exactly like it's fine. I have nothing against anyone's personality. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like. I just perform more depth and nuisance in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated on the surface level. Oh, that's just a misunderstanding that. I thought you were going to say that manga's for children or something. Like I don't hear enough of that. But there's plenty of deep manga. I'm not clueless about manga. I read my own fair share when I was younger. What, are you serious? How come you never told me? Because I'm past that point in my life now, and I really prefer not to revisit it. I prefer more mature things now. Okay, hold on. Can I jump in here? Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it? I'm sure to judge people for having different tastes than you. Natsuki. Nobody's immature. I read Natsuki's manga and Yui's fantasy, and I loved them both in their own way. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Boring isn't subjective. Okay, it bores me, that's subjective, but the thing about this is ridiculous. You see why I didn't want to participate in this. I knew it was just going to get people upset. I'm not upset. Like I said, I don't care what other people think. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true, Chad, because of the way she's acting, I really don't think that's true. But I always get the impression that you secretly look down upon me. So I'm glad my suspicion wasn't formed. As for the true at all, you're making assumptions. You can't blame me for getting defensive when everyone has the least bit of respect for the things that I'm into. The only thing I look down upon when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business. Why have you looked in a mirror? You don't mean the thing you're saying right now. Let's just be friends. I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. Okay, well, this isn't going well. Never heard a sound like that before. Well, you weren't very nice either, so I was just saying. How did this happen? It's my fault. It wasn't wrong. I should have tried to moderate a conflict when I knew how bad I am at dealing with conflicts. It was a really stupid thing for me to do. It's nobody's fault, and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person, and nobody would have expected this. But I guess one's sensitive about the things we really love. Honestly, she kind of brought it upon herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga, but if you actually look down on other people for it, it's kind of the point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things, it's about just recognizing and understanding our differences. Okay, but here's the thing about that. You actually looks down on me, and has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you're trying to do, but I really think the problem here is her, not just like the way we talk to each other, right? I mean, Yui isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. It'll be fine. I'll figure something out. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. That wasn't your fault, Monica. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out, because I can just move on now. But it's fine, I promise. Let's just get our mind off this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeding Yui's superiority complex. I'll talk or read manga whenever you want, but don't be mean to my friends, okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter. Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but I at least know that we're all good people and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Oh, that is 100% not true. Want to know why, chat? I played the main game, and that is not true. Now, this is before that, so this might have been different, but in the main game, they wanted to kill each other. So that is not true. That is 100% not true. It was probably true for this, but for the main game, it wasn't true. Wow, okay. Okay, so reflection part 2. Let's get into this. Okay, we might actually not be live for very long today. I really thought these were gonna be longer, but they're actually not. So we might, I don't know, we might be live for I don't know. I don't think we'll be live for 2 hours today, but I don't know, we'll see. Monday we'll definitely be live though for 2 hours, because Firewatch is like a 3 to 4 hour game, so we'll be live for 2 hours on Monday playing Firewatch. My head feels vacant because the ship sailed away. Asuki. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, but it would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. I doubt you want me listening to your poetry thing. Yeah, thanks for realizing that. Did I let you finish that up then? Oh no, it wasn't, I mean. I just do it whenever it's convenient and not interrupting. Where's Monica, by the way? Excuse me. Oh, she's out in the hallway. Oh, why? Well, just in case she runs into Yuri. Sometimes Yuri is too nervous to come into the club by herself, so, does Yuri let things bother her for that long? She can't control her feelings. For some people, it's really hard to cope when you get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while, but as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back. I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened. If we all just ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. Besides, it makes me feel guilty, and I hate that too. It's okay to have feelings, doesn't make you weak. Let's figure this out together, fine. Only because you're good at this stuff. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that will help us understand where your bad feelings are coming from. I was happy the way things were before we had to make that conversation yesterday. What part of the conversation made you upset? Was it Yoi being mean about the manga? Maybe, I doubt it though. Because my friends and other people made fun of manga all the time, but I just brush it off and ignore it. Something about it really got to me this time, and I hate that I'm letting that happen. Is it because it came from Yoi? No, why would that matter? I mean, well, maybe. I hate that she thinks she's so much better than me just because she likes to pretend to be all sophisticated. Yeah, but that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me or manga or whatever. Yoi acts like she's too good to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. Would you give Yoi's books a chance? After this, obviously not. What about before this? Well, I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually kept an open mind, then it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated. I see. But I like Yoi's books. Yeah, but you like manga more, right? I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga it's really honest and fun and easy to just let go with. And the fantasy has a lot to interrupt and uncover, and it's really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with it. Do you guys want me to stream the update for Fortnite next week? I might do it, but I don't really know. I'm conflicted because I want to do more variety this year, and I really don't want to do a lot of Fortnite. So let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do the update next week, because I might not do it. I don't really know. I want to do it or not. Just let me know. But the most important thing is that both of us, that both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both, and I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. I feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think. How do you get along with everyone so well? I always get into fights with people. Like first it was with Monica when I was new to the club, and then it was you, and now Yui. And I'm always like, oh, that person is being such a jerk, and if they just realized that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everybody's just a jerk to me because nobody likes me. And I don't know why, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I hate it. Natsuki, you're a wonderful person and you deserve to be loved as much as everybody else. Everyone has different ways they like to communicate, and sometimes that makes it harder for us to understand each other. I guess sometimes we get lucky and we make friends who are really good at the same kind of communication, and it feels like you magically connect with them. But other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other or to get the communication wrong. It's sometimes that Yui struggles a lot with too. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of reflection and self-awareness and vulnerability. I'm bad at that one, vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me, like my friends, and I guess my dad. When I don't get good grades, or even stupid things like if my room isn't clean. So what am I gonna do? Cry about it? If I let myself get upset, it's just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So things always have to be everyone else's fault. It feels like if something goes wrong and there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry and I find ways to blame everything else instead. Do you see yourself as better than Yui? If I said that, I would just sound really full of myself. No. Our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them if we want to learn more about themselves. That's a part of vulnerability, accepting that we have feelings that we don't like. I hate that. My feelings make me a bad person because my feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better than her. That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in her edgy phase. And then I'm just way above that garbage, but I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible, you are not your feelings, but you are not your feelings. Say that to yourself out loud. Fine, I'm not my feelings. But I like to picture it as if those feelings are like your roommate. You live in the same house and you got to see each other every day. And if you can't ignore each other most of the time, you're going to run into each other every now and again. So the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other. Maybe even help each other change for the better. Does that help you understand? How do you know so much about this stuff? I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with, called depression. But you're like the happiest person I know. I'm not my feelings. People. You and Yui and Monica. And I think Yui will eventually learn that about you. Wow. That's what I'm saying. She had depression even this is before the game, and she already had the depression. So that means that it slowly got worse. And obviously that's, to blame Monica for that, because she made it worse. She went into, the characters and made it worse. So that honestly is because of her. Just because she was so obsessed with us. Okay. Yeah, what are you doing all the way down here? I was looking for you. Hey, please don't yell at me. I'm not going to yell at you. I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was unfair for me to put everyone on the spot like that. Next time, I won't just try to jump in and solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. You're not mad at me. I thought you were the one mad at me. Excuse me. I was so awful yesterday. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset. Hold on, that's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns and I can't get away from them. What kind of negative thought patterns? Like everyone hates me, especially Natsuki. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? Well, because I think Natsuki is just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. But she's really not a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She says, well, I guess the way it works is that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first before she feels comfortable returning it. But that means the burden is on me. I don't know how to say things. I don't know how to say things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, it's okay, Yuri, you don't need to beat yourself up. I think everyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you. Well, unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place, because everyone used to think I was weird and talk to me behind my back. Oh, I gotta wipe my eyes again. My eyes are watering. Yeah, she has something called social anxiety, which is why she acts like this. That's just what happens when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more, I can't even say that word. When people speak their mind, so I did, and then she hated me anyway. That was enough to confirm my fears. But Sayori and I like you, and we've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? That's not what I meant, really. Oh, I was just wondering if you had an opinion of her. I do. What is it? Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I was really ashamed of it. I like to think myself as a fairly sophisticated person. So for someone to just treat me like I'm inferior, despite my tastes, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. And it makes me think bad things about her. But everyone else seems to like her. The only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. And my feelings about her are wrong. And I'm wrong to get upset over everything so childish and inconsequential. I can't say that word. No, your feelings are never wrong. No, they're not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never wrong or right, They're just a state of being that we don't always have control over. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like that's something I learned around when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feelings a certain way about things. Or we can, just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I can never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's about how you handle them. And I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. You make it sound so easy, you're so mature, and so good with people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, Yuri, I'm far from perfect. But these are learned skills. They didn't come naturally to me either. It's really hard to reflect on yourself and separate your feelings from your thoughts. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it takes a good person to get this far. That's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate to her. Communicate what? How I feel. How it makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismiss of the things that mean so much to her. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else. It's just a defense mechanism. That's not only that's. Oh, hold on, I gotta wipe my eyes again. Chat. I have to wipe like crazy. That's not only that, but that's also being cocky. That's like that's an example of being cocky. That you think you're better than everyone else. That nobody else matters. It's you only care about yourself. That's being cocky. So that's like the same thing. We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of that getting in the way. I can't stand it when the peace is disturbed like this. Yeah, you can't focus on your reading when the peace is disturbed, right? Because the literature club should be happy for everyone. I feel like Sayori must be rubbing off on me because I really want to hug you now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, then I wouldn't really mind, so. You're so gentle. I love when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. And I'm sure Natsuki will too. I'm going to write her a letter. Oh, a letter? What a great idea. Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. I always let my feelings get the best of me and I forget to say all the important things. And I say things I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you and Sayori. My personality just isn't suited for that, and I wouldn't want it to be. But something I've learned is that friendships don't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I never should have seen myself making friends with someone like Sayori. We're opposite in a lot of ways, but I'm friends with her because she put so much effort into understanding me so that we could get along. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience, and I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki, I always thought if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. But there's a type of person or a magical formula I have to follow in order to make someone like me. And that's just like me to think that always so occupied with myself that I fail to understand other people. Friendships happen when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort to understand them and respect them and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my observation in the literature club. Observations. You always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sayori too, and it makes me happy because I learn a lot about things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. Wow, dude, this is actually really good. This is also talking about a lot of life lessons too. It's basically telling you that like if you meet people are always going to be different. People are always going to be different in a lot of ways. People have different interests. It's always going to be different. So honestly, like there's a lot of life lessons in this game too. Like I know the main game is scary and more on really sensitive topics, but the side stories talk about meeting friends for the first time, knowing their differences, their interests, how to approach them with their interests, their opinions on it, stuff like that, and to be patient with them. Yeah, it's a lot of life lessons in this. It's a lot. I thought that was it. Okay. It's a lot longer than I thought it would be. We got 2 more to go. Well, we got 1 more to go, but it's got 2 parts, so. Alright. What a surprise to see you during lunch. Please help me. What, is everything okay? I don't know how to write letters. Oh, thank goodness, I thought there was some kind of emergency. You want some help? We can go find an empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I feel bad taking you away from your friends. It's totally fine, I promise. We won't really doing anything. 1 second. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Me? Well, yes. Okay, sorry, I was just caught off guard. I'm doing well today, just tired, and I will seem to get enough sleep during the week. How come? Oh, I don't know, I think I'm just easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the time. Me too, I do that too. This classroom is empty, it's going. I don't want to do this. We don't have to. We can come up with something else. It's my chance to do something good. I need to take initiative. Gosh, you must be really determined. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Hey, you're left-handed? That's neat. I'm right-handed, chat. I'm right-handed. Not left-handed. I can do stuff with my left hand, but it just feels weird because I'm right-handed. I don't have to worry about bumping your arm. Yeah, I was just being silly, I guess. Anyway, how about we start by listening to different things we want to say to more. What do you think? I feel embarrassed all of a sudden. It's okay. That was some of the things that you said to me yesterday. But never mind, I guess I'll try. About my reflection on your behavior. The key question is why we act like this toward each other, but I've been able to separate, be friends with Sayori and Monica. I did not say that very well. That's me, yes it is. So, thanks. I've been able to be friends with the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. The same goes for Nancy too. We started off as pretty hostile to each other because I was so worried about getting what I wanted. But she wanted to be responded more than anything else. As I started making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that too. What kinds of things do you want to do for her? I want to do the same things for her that I like to receive. I like it when people respond positively to the things I talk about, not just brush me off. I like when my feelings are taken seriously. And I like when you and Sayori trust that I want to be a good person even when I'm not doing a good job at it. Let's write those things down, okay? But the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki is feeling vulnerable, so we should... Oh, they're actually writing stuff on the paper, that's cool. So we should make sure that the letter puts in her first. It's hard when your feelings hurt, but it never helps to just tell someone all the things that they're doing well. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to respect them and listen to them and admit the things that you feel you could do better. Then finally, you ask what you would like in return. I'm probably going to go through like all the pictures and all the stuff, Chad, that I got from playing this game. I'm probably going to go through all that too today. So that'll be at the end of this because I want to do all the side stories first, and then we'll go through it. So we'll go through all the music I collected, all the poems, all the notes, all the pictures, everything. So we'll go through that today too. For the people who want it, I'll go through it. How's that sound for the structure? It could be 3 paragraphs, 1 for each of those points. I like that. My thoughts were so disorganized. I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. So amazing at these things. You've done so much more than I have, you know. You spent so much time reflecting and being open-minded. That's the hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you put it on a piece of paper. So I think you're the amazing one. yesterday you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What was that? I think about how feelings aren't right or wrong, and that they're just state of being we need to come to terms with. Maybe think about how a person's behavior isn't always just how they decide to be. It's also made up of their past experiences and their choices. Dude, this game is speaking fact right now. I think that helps me see other people as actual people rather than an insignificant side character who are out to get me somehow. Is that how you felt about Natsuki? But in reality, everyone is always trying their best and everyone wants to be happy. I have to be able to read it to help out, you know. It's okay, my thoughts are a lot more organized now after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting it on paper, I realize I really prefer others not to read it. I'm kind of glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. But it's also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but I will always be terrible at these things. People are just so incompetent. I can't even say that word either. To me, I'll never get the hang of being one. Listening to you so much has really helped me make sense of some things. So just don't call it damage, please. Even though I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks, and all I got was real friends who value me. Is that a joke? Of course it is. I still can't tell with you. Sorry. No, I love it. Please never change, as you wish. We're almost out of time. Will you be able to finish? Before the end of the day, probably, but I don't want to come to the club to the same day that Natsuki reads it. I'm too shy. I can give it to her instead if you'd like. As long as you promise not to read it. Of course I promise. Thank you. I'll message you when it's ready. Good luck, I'm here if you need me. Okay, is that it? Yeah, that's it, okay. Wow, do I get every single poem in the game? Yeah, I do. Wow, there's no way. That's crazy. Okay, I don't have all the secrets. I have all of these pictures. Oh, I have a couple sketches too. Oh, that's cool. I realize I have these. I have a lot of these sketches too. Oh, this is promo. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna go through the music. We're gonna start now. Self-Love, Part 1. Then we got Part 2, and then after that, we'll go through all the pictures and stuff that I've collected. Oh boy. What are you doing here? I just... Oh, what are you doing here? Just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. It's like way too quiet back there. It's creepy. I mean, It's not what I meant, really. I mean, it's totally cool that's your thing, or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you, so... Not because I think you're creepy or something, I didn't mean it that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea. It's okay, everything's okay. I can leave if you want. Sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to eventually. There's no rush, I promise. Thanks. Are you here again? Well, I just came here to read this because there aren't any people around. Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. But it's okay that I'm here. Yeah, I don't care. I honestly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, like, they all just assumed I stopped reading manga after I joined the Rojo Club. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them, exactly. But I just don't want to come up again. I just don't want it to come up again now that after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point. You don't have any other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends count. And Sayoi, that's different because he's not directly into it. She just likes it. You know what I mean? So you're lucky that the books you're into at least just look like books. So you don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading. That would be so awful, especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have the thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. I have online friends since middle school, actually. I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face. Or whatever, we were all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, but I liked it at the time. I got a full film out of it. Plus I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now they'll think the same thing about our current selves. Probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me, especially someone who does. That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. Sorry I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on about all this nonsense. I'll let you go to the reading. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. Oh, it's in the same place again? Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Hey, did you buy that? Well, like for me? Oh, you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up? Well, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought... Never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. That's a really nice gesture. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me. Talking is hard, I get it. I get it. I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Okay. I'll do something nice for her next time. Please don't feel obligated. I want to. I want to do nice things too. Okay. Thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then too. Just reminds me of how I've been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Well, no, not exactly. I've been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There were just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately. I like being around them when they're just all just having fun, but they also just can't take anything seriously. So when I'm, I don't know, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club. How come? I don't know. I feel like I'm used to being really good with just putting up with it because it would be so stupid to cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something. I just have a hard time doing that lately. but it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change. Dude, I'm starting to miss when I look, all the games I used to play had voice actors. Dude, this game has no voice actors. This is just tiring. Yeah, I know. Monica and Sari really don't agree with that kind of thing, but they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening, but listening to other people's problems, yes. Sorry. I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? That's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going? If you like. Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. What are some things that you like about your friends? A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with after school and on the weekends. And they really like my baking. And it's fun to complain about school together. Make me laugh a lot too. And we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes. I'm bad at a lot of those things. So, are those things, all those things that are important to you? Well, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of everybody. Oh man. Everyone in this club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayori really likes your baking. I'm having trouble speaking, and she makes me laugh, and she complains a lot. That doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. No, wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say anything bad. Please don't leave. It's fine. As long as you understood it, you can't just judge people like that. I'm sorry. You can't just compare friends like that and measure who's better than who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. You like it? Just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts. Like how Monica can. She's good at those things. Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're all like, oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay? I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Yeah, she was like that in the main game too. Like she was always like apologizing and saying bad things when she didn't mean it. So that's social anxiety. That's what it is. You don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense as somebody who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener. Thank you. You are also nice. It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought, but I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset, or I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. So immersive, like I want to be part of it. I think there's a lot of things about people in real life that makes me feel uncomfortable and frustrated, especially when it comes to following social convictions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it, and I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I've never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life, really. Is that hard? It's that hard for you to be around people like all the time? Fairly often, especially in group settings. People are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that. I don't know what to do, and I just disengage. Oh. That doesn't get lonely? I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with people one-on-one, and I have online friends too, of course. Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly that it makes my heart ache. Yeah, me too. Really? A lot. Like more than anything. Okay, wow. Self-love, part 2. Here we go. And then we're gonna go through all the stuff that I unlocked in the game. Ugh. Okay. Hey. Hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today. Yeah, well. I ran into my friends, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I haven't seen him in a while, which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I would share with them too. You make cupcakes, you know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want. How pretty. I just ate, so I might not be able to finish yet. Are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about that, I just made them. I just thought that's because green is Monica's favorite color, right? Yeah, but that's not really... This is green tea flavored? I love green tea. Oh, do you? This is a random idea I wanted to try, so... I just felt happy, also. Usually never mind, what I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again, I just wanted to do something nice. This is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like them from past experience. How did you get into baking? Oh well, I don't know, it kinda just always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of baking, so I got like super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. but it's something that I always knew I liked anyway. Wow, chat, it's almost 5:30. It's like baking is like art, but when you get good at it, it gets more delicious too. I'm struggling to imagine myself. Dude, this is so hard. Imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that it would just be eaten afterwards. I'm so glad we're playing games in the summer that have like voice actors, because I am not gonna be able to deal with this again. Like this is making me tired, the amount of talking I gotta do through this. Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it. I think I prefer to be on the receiving end. That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do that makes a lot of people happy, like unconditionally. Everyone is always so thankful, and in that moment, you get to be like the bridge of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel validated. Yeah, I guess that. So you were able to make up with your friends today? There wasn't really anything to make up with them about. We weren't fighting or anything. You weren't. Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns to a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse. So you're not going to stop? I mean, it only happens sometimes anyways. Excuse me, it's just the way they are. I'm not the only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now and I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh, I see. Glad the situation is resolved, and you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah. I know that the cupcakes is basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've been done for me, but it's the best I can do. So you can have the rest of them. You should save them for your other friends, but I made them for you. I know, and I like them very much. I like them very much exactly as you thought. You succeeded, but I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it from you. No, they will for making you happy. You made me happy. You're worth more than the cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and be your friend. Suki, I'm such a bad person. I didn't mean to say something bad. You didn't. I just really hate myself sometimes. And it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. I'm so difficult, and I can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like. Dude, this is honestly making me not hate Natsuki anymore, because now I'm starting to understand, how she, like, this is before the main game, this is like how they met and everything, and now I don't think I'm starting to hate her, like, I don't think I hate her anymore, like, I'm starting to understand why she's like this. So I don't know. I don't really think I hate her now, because she's explaining how she's like this, and I think if I would have knew this before, I think it would have made me not hate her in the main game. But I don't really think I hate her anymore, because I'm starting to understand how she's feeling right now. Alright, dude, this music is so sad too, and I hate myself for bothering you during lunch. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice, and do the things you wrote about it in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Sayori and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it. I think a lot of those negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. Everything I say, and later I feel like I said all the wrong things, but I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of those through my own experience, and that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else than I saw in myself. My uncle told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself that makes you a good person. So don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so... Like what? Like how you're fun for people to be around, and you're not shy, and you know how to make people laugh, and you're very passionate about things, and you know how to take the lead, and you care a lot about other people, and just a lot of things. Now you're making me feel really embarrassed. Well, you're the one who asked. Don't you think I feel embarrassed? Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time, but then I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? Just really confusing me. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so dishing them all the time feels like I don't know. Feels like what? Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. What would you do hypothetically if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy. Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. I always told myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy, and I still feel that way, but spending time with people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval, that's part of what's making me feel so confused. So I'm threatened out of the things that should make me happy. So no matter what it's like, I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hard. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what, you know? To end it with them? I didn't think you were actually considering that as an option. I wasn't until recently. It's just one of those things where, like, it's been a certain way for so long that you just get used to it. Like, so much of you has gone into it. Hold on, chat. Before we finish this, I want to make sure that I did the stream title. Hold on. Okay. Alright. I was just making sure. Alright, let's finish this. Like, so much of you has gone into it, so much that it feels like that's just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. Makes me feel sick to think about it. Just really scary, it's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know, a lot of things, like being alone, not having anyone to talk or hang out with, not being able to replace what I have with them, and I don't want them to hate me. I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically? Not physically, but I see what. If anyone even thinks to cause you harm, sorry, I like that, that's all. Well, I meant it. I know you did. I needed it. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anyway. Are you sure? I'm sure. I will then. I'll enjoy them. You brought reading material. Okay. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Like it's such a big part of your life, and then one day there's just nothing left. It makes you feel so empty. Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of this series. That sucks. But there's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I want it to go on forever. Maybe. But there are some things that I wish I could. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome? Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing that I've read that I've gotten pretty unbearable like halfway through, and the ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just keep inventing more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way. Excuse me. Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end. You don't go out during the weekends, right? Like with friends at the mall or downtown or whatever. I'm not well, my bad for making assumptions. Well, I'm sure I go out less often than other people, like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and spend time like that. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. It doesn't matter, it's just more naughty stuff. Why do you ask anyway? I was just curious. I didn't realize that I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious. Sorry. Did I do something? I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them, and I just blocked them because I was so afraid of their responses, and now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, is she? Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. That's good. Let's keep it going. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feelings of your breath going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulders. They're in a safe and comfortable physical space. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be immensely stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It may or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Okay. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. Wow, dude, this is so good. Can't believe how good this is. You really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do. How so? Because I'm probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you around to a lot of places. I see. But you already said it, so you can't take it back now. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to accept that responsibility then. I know a good ice cream place. That means you'll finally figure it out. That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? The first day you came into the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, but for me, you said you had no idea. Seriously, I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, yes I do. I said it was probably green tea. It's a good guess. My favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together. Chocolate and raspberry, how fancy. How's that fancy? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. And strawberry's my favorite. What a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. It's 5:41. I've been playing this for a while. I still have this sick feeling in my stomach. But it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that will make this easy for me. And you already did more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Especially that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. The way I like to be treated. The kinds of friends that I want to have. That's why I wanted causing more problems. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me initially. Well, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. I may have tracked you down force with the hell of a Sayori. That's what you said. I was shy, okay? I'm ready to whatever, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you walked up the courage, even if it wasn't in your own way. I can tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave and it will make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? Yes, like me. You know, I could get used to this. As long as you don't tease me too much. Fine, just a little then. That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. It feels nice to be reassured. And that's it. Wow. Oh, wait, no, equals. There's one more. There's one more equals. Yeah, there's one more. Wow, there's one more? I thought there was only 6. There's 7? Wow, I didn't think there was another one. Okay, we gotta play through this one now. Okay, this will be a 2-hour stream today. I did not think they had another one. Okay, we'll go through this one too. We're going to be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festival. Oh, this is the festival. Oh, okay. It's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club and all that. I think it'll help us figure out what to do for the festival, you know. Well, Sayori and I already came up with a really good plan. Really, for the festival? Yeah, so the plan is this, okay? You and Yoi collect information ahead of time which clubs and classes are doing food booths. Take a map and plan the most effective route so we can get to most of them before the lines get too long. It has nothing to do with the club. Well, you have to let me finish. Alright, fine, go ahead. Right, so basically we get all the food we can, then we come back here and we all eat together. That's all. Well, I get tricked twice by the same joke. Okay, even Yoi was thinking about it. No, I wasn't. I would really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival is a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've seen any new interest in the club. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We really get a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both right. We'll make time for your food mission and still put together a public event. Oh my gosh, yes, I was just joking, but that's a really good idea. Well, I'm I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with an event that demonstrates everything you can get out of the literature club. Well, that's kind of tough because everyone gets something difficult out of the club. So this is what the main story was about, was the festival. So I don't know if this is like transitioning into the main story, or I don't know what this. I think this is a side story, so I think this is different. Okay, well, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of the club so far. That could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah, that's too embarrassing. But you have so much to talk about. That's exactly why I'm sure Nasuke feels the same. Well, maybe, but I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it's the literature club. We'll talk about that stuff together, right? And the only way to get more comfortable with it is to suck it up and do it. Oh, you're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resilient. My bad, it's just a habit I need to break. Well, anyways, who's gonna start? I'll start. I was the first one to join after all. Wouldn't that be me? Fine, you can start, I don't mind. So, gosh, it feels like so long ago I think I joined. Because I wanted to have fun sharing poems with people. It seems like it would be a safe way to express myself. Dude, this is ridiculous. To express myself, you know, like if it's just a poem. And I can share it without feelings like I'm burdening everyone with my problems. That would be a really good way to get to know each other people too. Oh, this is the music from the main game. Oh, that's why I recognize it. This is from the main game. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this is the main game. This is the main game music. The main story. See, I was really surprised when I walked in and it was just Monica. She was sleeping. Don't remind me of that. Yeah, but it seemed like so much fun to help start a new club. Especially since writing helped me so much, I wanted to see it help other people too. But it ended up being me who was inspired because I remember feeling like Monica was just so sweet and mature, and I could trust her with anything. It makes me feel a lot less alone having someone who knew even the bad things about me. And at that point, I knew the literature club was going to be special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. It really helped give the club a more consistent vision. Yeah, and then Yoi joined, but she was so different from us, and Nasuki too. I think for Yoi, it really helped for me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Nasuki was kind of the opposite, where she wasn't ready to get really close to someone really quickly. I never really thought about that sort of thing. I really felt like I've been getting better at understanding people's different needs, and that makes me really happy because my friends are just the most important thing to me. I'm about to blow again. And whatever new members we get, I want to help them in those ways too. I don't know if I would have continued coming to the club if it weren't for you. Really? I know it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think about my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came was to find others who were into fantasy. I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy. I had such a specific idea of the kind of person I could be friends with. So when Sayori tried so hard to get to know me, I felt like I was just wasting more time. I think I was naive to assure that similar interests were the key component of friendships. Sayori and I were able to be friends because she always thinks about the needs of other people. This is the same music for the main story, the same music. That's really clever they put that in here. That's something I never knew how to do or even thought to do. But I stayed in the club thanks to that, and I started trying as hard as I could to understand people better. It really went above and beyond when it came to that. I was just super impressed. Well, I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person who was easily liked by others. Just the two of you can. Because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things I said. But the whole time, I should have been thinking about other people's other people instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Oh, also, I discovered that sometimes I'm a better communicator when I take the time to write rather than speak. It's so strange the way things turn out. It's so far different from anything I ever would have expected, but I'm happy. I suppose we don't already know what we really need. Oh, please don't do that, Sayori. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey, isn't that my line? Oh. Well, for me, it's actually true, so what are you saying? Nothing? I finished my part, so somebody else takes their turn. Sayori, take some deep breaths. Okay, fine, I'll go. Same music, too. From the same music. Yuri, I can't believe you were complaining about doing this. It still went before me. What a show off. I was just following up on Sayori. It's the easiest way to get it over with. Besides, you left out the most important part that you get out of this club. I did? Yeah, a regular supply of your favorite cupcakes. I know I forgot about that too. Neither of you. Looks like only Monica will be getting cupcakes next time. I can't eat that many cupcakes. Yeah, true, only Yuri can. Hey. Well, anyways, I'm just putting off talking. It's kind of hard to talk about this stuff, but I guess when it comes down to is that I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first joined, and that's because everyone helped me realize that I had really toxic friendships going on outside the club. So honestly, a really painful thing to go through, having to cut them out, still hard to think about. I'm sorry, Nasuki, it's fine. I knew it was for the best, and I was right. I guess for me, it's all about feelings. I was ever ridiculous for having feelings, so I thought the right thing to do was to just ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize that's not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that thanks to everyone who took the time to respect my feelings, even though I was being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being such a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst. We love you, Natsuki. I just hate that when I was like that. Everyone did so much for me, and I could never do anything in return. That's not true, Natsuki. You've done a lot more than you think. This club wouldn't have been the same without you, I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like I couldn't accept anything in my own idea of what a literature club is supposed to be. Apparently that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. You really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worthy of respect. You even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means a whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down. Okay. You helped me a lot too. It's so much fun to have you around. You helped me become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you, and you always deserve that. I agree. Seeing us have some of the same struggles makes me a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry I got all dramatic again. That's all I wanted to say. Monica can go now. There's no need to apologize. There was something I wanted to talk about anyway, because it made a difference for me. I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made the mistake multiple times thinking that my way was the best for everyone, or thinking that I was needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means that you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect, and that the best thing you can do is to help guide people rather than do everything for them. We're all good people, we're all equals. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of the club. Realizing what that really means. Sayori, what are you doing? I just thought that we should be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that are valuable to us. This is because you showed me that I could trust you with everything about me, not just my good side. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me, even though it was so different for me to express myself. In that case, I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club for me to realize that there was way more to it than I thought, and I'm a better person because of it. I have another one. This is the titles of the side stories. So Balance was the one that we just played. Sometimes people want different things out of a friendship, or they need time before they're ready to become close. So it's important to keep things between you and the other person. That reminds me. Reflection. Yep, that's another side story we played. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it has been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people and not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. So I think that's the most important thing for me. That's great. We have a whole list of things now. Suddenly, well, everyone took all the chalk. Don't look at me like that. You could have just asked. Self-love. We played that one before this one. I don't know how far I've gotten with it yet, but it feels like things are at least on the right track. So there's my contribution. Okay. Was this club supposed to be about literature? It is. We still do a lot of literature. Friendship and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Hey, let's all take a picture together. We don't have one yet, right? Hey, you're right. Make sure you send it to me after. Wait, can I brush my hair first or something? Oh, you're fine. You already have the best hair out of all of us. Everyone get together. I can't fit you all in. Okay? Okay, everyone ready? Click. I'm gonna do another one. Really glad we talked about this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we've come with only 4 members. Yeah, I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem. You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too. I think I would like that as well. Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay. Just move your hand. Right the way into your heart. Is that it? I think this is it. Wow, that was a good ending. That was a good ending. That was a really, that's it. Wow, that was a good ending. That was a really good ending. That was a really good ending. Well, that was good. That was really good. I don't know if I liked it as much as the main story. I liked the side stories of this though, because it talked about how the characters met, their struggles, I don't know, it was really good. I liked it a lot. It was really, really good. And Sayori had depression, so she had depression before even we came to the club, or we were friends with her. I think this is before we were friends with her. She had depression even before we were friends with her, so she had this all along. But I think when we play it, it got worse. And obviously that has something to do with Monica, because she obviously changed the characters to make it even worse. So that has something to do with what she did. But dude, this was so good. Bro, W game and W side stories. This was so good. I love this. This was really good. W game. I'm glad I played this. I'm really glad I played this. The main story was really good. The side stories were really good too. Dude, this was good. W game. Alright, now we're gonna go through. Okay. Is there anything else? I don't know if there's anything else. Nope, that's it. Friendship and literature. So I think I got that from the completing the side stories, which is really, really good. Alright, let's go through everything I collected during this game. So let's go through the wallpaper. So I got that. I'm just gonna go through this really fast. Because I've been live for like 2 hours already. I don't know how you get the silly picture though. I got the other one, but I don't know how you get the other one. Okay, so these are the poems from the side stories. Okay. So these are the poems from the side stories, as well as the, and then these are the pictures. So we pretty much got, I think, all of them, I believe, from the game. We got all of them. So we got the ones from the main story, and I believe from the side story. Yeah, this game is so good. Oh, we did get the other one. Okay, good. I was wondering if we got it or not, but we did. Okay, and then here's the pictures of the areas. And here's all the sketches we got. We didn't get all of them. I don't know how to get all of them, but I don't really care too much about it. And then we're gonna go through the music too, which is probably gonna get me another strike maybe, but I mean we'll see. So we went through all that. So we went through that. So now, is there anything else for the side stories? No, that's it. So there's actually a total of 7. There's not 6. There's 6 main ones, and there's like an extra one, which is called equals. So now we're going to go through the music, because I got some new music, so we're going to go through that. Wow, we actually got, how many, wow, we actually got a lot of music. Okay, so we're going to go through this. So, obviously this one we know, because this one's from the Doki Doki game, or the main story. Alright, this is the one from the beginning. Okay, and that's from that. I believe that's from the main game too. Okay, I'm not gonna play that yet, because we'll save that to the end. So there's this one. Okay, this is from the side story. I like the music in this game. Okay, that's another side story one. I'm not gonna listen to all the whole songs, but I'm just gonna play a little bit of them. Okay, that's probably the saddest music in that side story. So Hug Energy. Okay. And then the last one is obviously this one right here, which is Your Reality, which we've heard before. I'm not going to play the lyrics, I'm just going to play the music for it. I'm gonna pause it there. We're actually gonna play the Doki Doki music while we'll play this while we end stream here. Alright, chat. W game. This game was amazing. Like, I loved every single part of this game. It was so good. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey of Doki Doki Literature Club. Thank you guys for the support on this series. It has been insane. I appreciate the support on it. Next week, Monday, we're gonna start Firewatch. Hopefully I like it. I don't know if I will, but I mean, we'll see. But yeah, W game. I'm really glad I played it. Like, I love the main story and the side stories, because the side stories talk about more about the characters and how they met, how the Literature Club happened. So I really liked it. It was really good. So yeah, W game. Shout out to Dan for making it. Appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next stream on Saturday. Saturday, I'm not gonna be live tomorrow. I'm gonna take tomorrow off because I got an event going on tomorrow. So I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. So Saturday we're gonna stream at probably like I don't know, probably at like 4, 5, or 6 p.m. And we're gonna play Roblox because, like I said, is going to reset. Not reset. It's getting a revamp, so everything is gonna change. So all the chapters are gonna change. Everything about the game is gonna change. So I'm gonna play through all the chapters again. I did it a while ago, but they're probably gonna add new areas, new characters, new objectives to do, that kind of stuff. So we'll probably do that Saturday. Yeah, we'll probably do that Saturday. We'll do that at like 4, 5, or 6 p.m. So I'll see you guys there for that Roblox stream, and then on Monday next week we will start Firewatch. And I might not be live Friday, but I'll let you guys know in advance. And if I'm not live Friday, I'll be live Saturday. And we are gonna continue Firewatch if I want to continue it. If I don't like the game, I'm not gonna finish it. But if I do like the game and I want to finish it, I will finish it. But Firewatch is like a weird game because it's not a horror game, but I don't really know what it is. It's just like content creators to play, so I don't know what it's gonna be like. But we'll find out Monday. And yeah, W stream. I'll see you guys in the next stream on Saturday for Bending the Ink Souls on Roblox. So I'll see you guys for that. Alright, bye.